What up, everybody? It's the Chakra Doctor. Put your money where your mouth is. June 11th, 2022, Houston, Texas. All-day healing event from 3 p.m. to 10 p.m. Private sessions, group sessions, positive food, positive music, positive people. The link is in the description of this video, and you can call the number in the flyer for more information.
Success stories like a Raven Simone and other child stars who are able to keep themselves grounded through absolute superstardom and keep a legitimate head on their shoulders throughout time and through adulthood. And then we also see, unfortunately, those who don't. And one of those people who struggled was another castmate of Kyle's, and that was Orlando Brown, excuse me. Incredible actor. I was sitting there watching him on Major Pain a couple of days ago, sitting there like, damn, I remember Ty going there. Talk about just maybe not in particular Orlando Brown, but you can talk about your experiences with him if you may, and then just talk about how maybe the industry kind of consumes our youth and consumes some of our young to where they grow up way too fast, and then we see them act out like we see Orlando doing on social media and things like that.
Okay, and you know something? I will. And personally, Orlando is like my other son. Like I absolutely love and adore Orlando Brown, and it's interesting because Orlando also was another standard. He was a standard in Black television as well, like Major Payne. It's interesting because when Kyle and Christopher would go on their auditions, I would play the scene for them while we were driving. Like we had a family that was from Texas, and she had they had the TVs in their truck, and she had daughters and I had the boys, and she would always play videos in her car, and I used to always have her to play Major Payne whenever Christopher and Kyle was going on an audition or was going to Chris Kyer's little acting classes, stuff like that. We would always play the one scene when he's in the field with Damon Wayans, and he's doing his little dance and he screams. And so that was basically, Orlando was basically their acting coach, because he was a phenomenal kid, a phenomenal talent. And what happens sometimes is money and power will make you not pay attention to obedience and respect, because kids, they know that they're the power. They know that they are the entity. So if you don't have a balance, it's everything in life, no matter who you are or where you're from. If you don't have a balance, when everybody's catering to you and you don't have that person to wheel you back in sometimes. And then when the boys, like I said, when they get of certain age and they get to be bigger than their mom and they're bigger than their dad and they're making more money than their parents, sometimes it's not the industry that does anything to them. It's their own mindset how they embrace the power that they know that they have, that's bestowed upon them. And that's more of the problem than the industry, because you look at Candy Burris. She started out as a kid. You look at Celine Dion. She started out as a kid. You look at Venus and Serena Williams. They started out as kids. But the difference is sometimes the people that's on the other side of that, what am I trying to say? The what you call it? The tug of war. You got some people like Venus and Serena's dad. He wasn't allowing his kids to pull too far over center. Like I wasn't allowing my kids to pull me over too far past center. So it's not necessarily an industry thing. And I kind of don't like when people just blame everything on the industry, because everything is not on the industry. Some of us have to take responsibility too. And then we don't want to say, sometimes in the industry, you don't want to tell celebrities no, because you know that they employ you. You understand? And so it's a double-edged sword. So what I did is I just never allowed my kids to forget that I was the mom. And I'm never going to allow them to forget. I don't care how old I get and how old they get. I'm still their mom. We're gonna get a year older together at the same time, but I'm still their mom. And I'm not giving my rights, title, and interest up to nobody for nothing. So that's just how I choose to do it. And that's just my perspective. Because Orlando is like a fax machine. Like that boy never carried a script on set. He when the script was given to us, He would read the script at table read, and he never went back to it. He's an amazing, brilliant mind.
Wow.
And yeah, and I I have pulled his coattail a couple of times. He's been to my house. I've gotten on to him like I do my own children. And when I call him, if he answers the telephone, I treat him just like I do Christopher and Kyle. And I'm so proud of him that he finally grew out of whatever it was that he was kicking and screaming about. You know what I mean? So yeah, so that's my take on Orlando Brown.
Appreciate that.
So
Yeah.
I'm sure you've seen a lot of major obstacles over your time, being a manager, mother for your son. Now you guys are dealing with a real huge one with this alleged, sending the pictures to the 13-year-old.